That's it. Pencils down. This is it.
We're doing? Okay, I'm done. I'm ready.
Pencils down. It's begun.
I was looking over my Zelda list.
Pencils down. Is that a good way to say that? Should that be our opener? Because that could be a T-shirt we could do.
Pencils
one day.
down. Yeah, people.
Pencils
that'll catch
down
on.
With our logo.
That'll
Pencils
totally
down,
catch on.
Ramble start.
And people know that the Ramble's starting.
Pencils down. That's good.
Yeah.
I think that works. I think
that means that your shitty test or whatever day you're having is over.
Whatever
Pencils
bullshit
down,
you're dealing with in life.
and now it's over. You can relax.
You can relax
listen
and
to
listen
the Ramble.
Be happy.
Right.
We make people happy. I
think so. There's a couple people on YouTube we don't make happy.
We don't. We don't make some of them. If you can just go check out the comments on our Joker review video, and you'll know exactly what we're talking about. There's you can't win them all, Eddie.
No, you can't. You can't make everybody happy.
You can't,
and
that's
and you shouldn't try.
No, then you're a chump.
You shouldn't try.
Then you're just a worthless chump if you do that.
Yeah.
Congratulations, World Series bound.
That's
Eddie
right.
Pence.
Nationals.
Look at that, man.
Going to the World Series. It's weird. I've never had. When I was as a kid, I kind of pulled for the Cleveland Indians a little bit, and my dad was a Dodger fan.
Really?
So I remember watching that 1988 World Series when Kirk Gibson hit the home run, and Hershiser. Oral.
Your MVP.
When he did that final pitch to strike out, and they went and stood on the. He just took a step off the mound, looked straight up, and I remember those moments as being a baseball fan and going fuck. And I cheered for the Dodgers then, but I wasn't a Dodger fan.
I cheered for the Dodgers too, and I don't remember why.
I think at that point they were all over the place. That '88 team, that Kirk Gibson, and then that whole series was just everybody I think cheered.
Everyone wanted Hershiser. They loved him.
Fat ass Tommy Lasorda running out there.
That's a
it was just they were just like a team, they were a typical '80s team that everybody got behind.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that.
They were the Showtime Lakers or the Chicago Bears. They were that team. For some reason everybody
loved them.
They were just they were everywhere. But now I got the Nationals in the World Series. I've never had a team that I've pulled for since the last 15 years. Basically.
Colton give a fuck?
I think so.
Oh,
I think so.
Wow.
It's football. I can't get him into.
Baseball a little bit.
Baseball because he. I don't know. I don't know. He'll sit there and he'll watch it.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Not the whole game because.
But more than
it's hard for me to get to a whole game of baseball.
No fucking
unless
way.
it's playoff baseball, I can watch a whole game. But he'll watch a couple innings. And he'll ask me questions about it.
Now, what's amazing is this is the first time your Nationals are in the World fucking Series.
Yeah, dude.
That's incredible.
Expos never got there.
You give this all up in a second if the Redskins are 7-0.
Immediately. 7-0. If they were 7-0 right
now. Not even guaranteed in the playoffs.
Just 7-0. Because you're getting in the playoffs at 7-0. I'm sorry. You're getting in the playoffs. You got to win 3 more games. You're in the playoffs.
All right. Let's say you don't know this.
Yeah.
But the Redskins are 7-0, and the Nationals have an awful year. And then the Redskins finish the year 7-9, and don't make the playoffs.
So you're saying they drop the next 9?
They drop the next 9
after I made
in a row.
this deal with the devil.
No, you haven't made the deal.
I haven't made the deal.
You don't know the deal. And then after they're 7-9, someone approaches you and goes, this is only because this happened. You didn't know this, but in an alternate world, you wanted it, right? So you find out,
right?
Because and
in a multiverse, I chose.
Are you still okay with that decision? Were those first 7 games enough?
So another version of me in a different multiverse,
or it's a devil.
Made this deal with the devil.
Yes,
and that team at that point, the Skins were 7-0, and I traded the Nationals World Series for that 7-0 start.
No, yeah. So the Nationals are in the World Series. Redskins were terrible. They had 1 win.
Yeah.
And you made this deal.
Right.
And then alternate you finds still the same rooting interest.
Yes.
You find out that this happened after the Redskins finished 7-9. Do you want a do-over? Do you regret that at all? Or are you like, fuck, Nationals could have maybe won the World Series, huh? Or would that 7-0 start have been enough to it was good. We beat the Cowboys. We beat the Patriots. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because those 7 games, you're getting a Patriot win. You're getting 3 NFC East wins in there.
You don't give a shit. You would take that.
Yeah, I think I would. Not taking anything away from the Nationals or the Caps in 2018.
Do you trade them both?
Yes, but not take for 7-0.
So you'll give me a Dallas Stars Stanley Cup last year, and you'll give me the Rangers in the World Series today.
Yeah.
If I give you 7-0 Redskins.
Yeah. I'll make that trade. I'll pull the trigger on that.
You'll give me that.
I'll do that.
I'll take
and
that.
that doesn't take away from my love for the Caps and how happy I was when they won the Cup.
Right.
Or the Nationals when they're going to win the World Series next week.
Oh!
I called it.
Bold.
I called that shot.
Bold.
But that's how much I love the Redskins. That's how much I care about that team.
Right. With the racist name.
With the racist name and the shitbag owner and the worst general manager in the history of sports.
You know what? Here's the bad news. Is you and I always joke that we just know that Snyder and Jones are Trumpers, right? You just fucking know.
I know. Well, Snyder donated to his inauguration.
That's right. You just know.
And I'm sure Jones did.
Of course. I think both those guys make Trump look like Atticus Finch. I think that's how evil both those guys are. That's how much
they're both more intelligent than him.
They are both smarter, at least.
They are both smarter than him.
If Trump owned either the Cowboys or the Redskins, they are out of the league. The team is
they're
sold.
bankrupt. Yeah,
they're sold and moved.
I won't take anything away from Snyder from being a smart businessman.
Great
he's
businessman.
He's a self-made billionaire.
Right.
He made that money.
I think Jones was too, wasn't he?
Jones might have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Snyder was just a regular, middle-class kid
Right.
and did this. His dad would take him to games. He fell in love with the team. And he created this. He made a business where he was able to buy one of the most valuable franchises.
Fleshlight was his thing, right?
That was Fleshlight. It was Pocket Pussies.
Pocket Pussies. Amazing. Self-made man.
So you could make $1 billion selling Pocket Pussies. Who knew?
Who knew? Fuck.
I didn't know there was a hole in the market.
Who? Right?
Right. No pun intended.
Man, I don't know if I could. I can't believe I'm going to say this as a lifelong Cowboy fan. I don't know I don't trade the Mavs.
You don't trade the Mavs title?
No.
For nothing.
That 2011 championship.
How about the Cowboys
much.
never had a Super Bowl win?
They've never done it?
No.
And the Mavs had never won one either?
Yeah.
Fuck! That's tough.
Because you've got 5 Cowboy rings, so you're like, okay, I've been there. I think
that's why
I rode the 3 Super Bowl wave in the '90s. I got it.
You're right. I think that's why because in high school, right?
You were living the life.
It was a given.
Yeah.
You knew it.
That's when I was in grade school and high school, the '80s. It was a given. The Skins were at least in the playoffs every year. That was a given.
Knew. So maybe I'm spoiled.
7-9 was the worst season I ever went through, and that was '88 after they won a Super Bowl.
It was, but man, I was such a Mavs fan as a little kid. Roy Tarpley was my favorite player.
But given they don't have a NBA Finals, Cowboys don't have any Super Bowls.
Shit.
Who do you give the title to?
Fuck, that is so rough.
You have to have one you love above the other.
I don't know. I don't know if I could. It's a tough one. I got to think about it. Yeah, I do, probably. It would be tough. I probably would have to go Cowboys, I think. But Dirk was just so, watching that better than any Cowboys Super Bowl I witnessed. And I saw 3.
Because the Cowboys Super Bowls were pretty shitty.
They were boring.
They were boring as shit.
I mean,
they were over by halftime. Well, the one against Atlanta, they came back and won big.
We mean the Buffalo, the second
Buffalo one in Atlanta.
Yeah, the second Buffalo one, they were down, and then they came back.
They were down at halftime or close to being down at halftime.
And then
they blew them out in the second half.
The third one, I think Jerry Jones had Neil O'Donnell's family just getting out.
He had somebody in a trunk, and there was a message in the locker room.
Like, look, you better start throwing interceptions.
And then he sent him another, stop making it so obvious.
Can we just, look, I know everyone's up to steal, and sorry, this is really sportsy. We're going to get into X-Men. Don't worry.
Don't worry. There's lots of X-Men
Lots of X-Men talk coming. But, Jesus, wasn't that the biggest choke job ever? We always laugh at other people.
I still think he threw that game. The interceptions he threw to Washington in that game
were so bad.
There was not a Pittsburgh Steeler error in.
No.
It's not like one guy went left instead of going right.
No, he was playing catch with Washington.
Yeah.
He was lit like a father and son.
He literally
go run out there and I'll get you.
Something in his brain thought the guy in the white jersey was on his team. He's like, holy shit, that dude's wide open.
Yep.
And here's the pass.
Yeah. I mean, so would you have been surprised if after the game Neil O'Donnell just grabbed the mic and said, my whole life, I just wanted to throw a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys, and I got to do it tonight. Would you be a shock?
What if he took off his shirt and it was a Dallas Star and he's like an NWO shirt?
He
just pulled it off.
In slow motion.
He does a heel turn. He heel turns in the locker room.
Oh, he did. He heel turned.
Well, I know he did, but if he fucking went all out with the heel turn. He takes off his shirt, it just says, how about them Cowboys on his T-shirt.
That would be great.
Could you imagine?
Oh, greatest quarterback in Cowboy history, Neil O'Donnell?
If he did that, yeah. He's still top 3.
He's still top 3. He's
But
still.
if he does that, he beats Aikman.
Neil O'Donnell is still sadly better than Romo.
He's won more games with the Cowboys than the Quincy Carter did.
In the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
God, he
meaningful
helped.
games.
Jesus. We had 2 quarterbacks in that Super Bowl. We had a Hall of Famer and we had Neil O'Donnell.
The third best quarterback in Cowboy history.
Quarterback in Cowboy history. 10 minutes. There it is.
All sports talk.
All sports talk. Some Neil. This is
I'm probably in contract violation with my other show.
I know. Oh shit. We got to not get Eddie sued.
No, I'll break the rules. I don't give a
We're
shit.
going all X-Men now after this. This is going to be. Don't worry.
Bam.
All right, so if you know the words, sing along. Right? At home. Here comes. Winter is here again, oh Lord. Haven't been home in a year or more. I hope she holds on a little longer. You know this.
I don't know this.
Send a letter on a long summer day. Made of silver, not of clay. Oh, I've been running down this dusty road. Ooh, the wheel in the sky keeps on turning. I don't know where I'll be tomorrow. Wheel in the sky keeps on turning. There we go.
It took a while, but I got it. I didn't know what it was.
Journey. The wheel in the sky. We're at number 202. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
We did it.
202.
200.
They had us dead at 200.
Oh.
They said we'll never get to episode 200.
Remember how hard they buried us when we let's
that whole YouTube campaign where there's 2 fucks.
They tried to kick dirt on us.
They tried to kick dirt on us at 200.
Didn't happen. We're still here.
Nope.
We're
Not
still
going
here.
anywhere.
We will get by. All right, let's see. Please do us a favor. Subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating.
Do it.
Positive text review.
Do it.
These things matter, don't they?
In this world, yes.
In this world, it matters. In some
Not
worlds,
the world I want to live in, but in this world I do live in.
It
does
shouldn't matter, but it matters here. It matters now. This is how we do. 95!
95.
5-star ratings.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you to
Almost
everyone.
a hundy.
Almost
a C note.
Almost a big hondo, babe. And 68 customer
Nice.
reviews.
Nice.
Eddie and I cannot thank you all enough.
There's no
just
ramble
can't.
without listeners.
There's no ramble without listeners, right? There's no Christ. There's no Jesus without the fucking crucifixion.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
I guess.
It did.
I guess if he wasn't crucified, they really wouldn't.
Who would give a fuck?
Right?
Be some dude. Just some guy who ripped off Buddhist principles.
Right?
Passed them all. He just Carlos
And then
Mencia Buddha.
Some old ancient Egyptian folklore.
Right. He just Carlos Mencia all that shit.
Right.
Made it his own.
But it's because he got crucified. Okay.
Now we give a fuck.
Now it's something.
Now okay. I
Right.
guess we're gonna have to care. I'm just saying. Are we already at a title? Jesus Carlos Mencia.
The Bible.
Buddha.
Buddha. Oh, yeah.
Jesus
Mencia.
It's a front runner.
I like
it's up there.
Right there. That's all we got right now.
It's all we. I mean, 10 minutes in, I'm kind of upset. We should have done more, but in 10 minutes, we should have already had a title, like a legit.
Sometimes we get those gems where they pop up in the first 10 minutes.
It happens every. Oh, I just started playing our Comic-Con video.
Oh,
real quick. Jay Capone asked how was the Sephora stand panel. Oh, that's right. He didn't have
Sean,
one.
First of all.
Sephora
Sean. Call him by his real name.
Michael Miller said, "Thank goodness you had Andre and Colton to lead you." Yeah.
Yeah, we'd still be in line without Andrea.
Big Timmy 87. Now this is a Comic-Con squad. So thank you all for.
Thanks.
Love.
Looking back, we probably should have shot more video of the actual con itself. Just to show people what was there.
It's true.
Instead of just our couple of fucking side-eyed making fun of people.
But it was good, wasn't it?
It was good 5 minutes.
Dave Trebek says 99% of all guys wearing a hat look less bald. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
I'd say it's almost 100%.
Thank you. Ray Tolius commented, "I fucking loved House of and Powers of X."
Dude, I'm like 4 issues away from finishing the thing, and fuck, man.
How great is it, dude?
How
great is it?
It's my favorite X-Men read since Age of Apocalypse.
It's mine since the Joss Whedon stuff. Did you ever read the Whedon stuff?
I didn't read the Whedon stuff.
Ooh, man.
I'll have to go back and read it with my Marvel Unlimited subscription.
Hey, you got to read Astonishing X-Men, the Whedon run. The Grant Morrison one was really fucking good, too. That introduced Xavier's twin sister, Cassandra Nova.
Right.
Zorn, some other characters. characters like that.
I didn't read that.
It's good shit, but man, that fucking... I'll tell you, at the time... So anyway, Ray says, I've been watching Hickman discuss the ideas behind on here and how the titles have a double meaning, a.k.a. Powers of X is a Roman numeral 10. So thank you, Ray, for commenting. Joe Capone said, Clone Wars seasons 3 through 6 must see.
I agree with that.
All caps.
I agree with that.
Must see. So I got to get on this shit.
I just finished watching all of Clone, because Cole and I were doing this thing where we're watching all the Star Wars stuff leading up to Episode 9.
Yeah.
And we watched Episode 1. We watched Episode 2.
Jesus.
Then we watched the entire run of the Clone Wars, all 6
And then
seasons.
3?
And then Episode 3. Because Episode 3 is the end of the Clone Wars.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I'd never done this before where I watched all the Clone Wars and then Episode 3.
Right.
I'd seen all the Clone Wars and I'd seen Episode 3, but not back to back.
Sure.
And I watched it, and you feel a lot more.
For the ones that get killed with Order 66?
You feel more for the Jedi that get slaughtered by the clones. You feel more for, like, what Anakin's kind of going through, because you've seen all the stuff he'd gone through in the Clone Wars, because it's not a great performance by Hayden Christensen.
Big HC.
But the character of Anakin, you feel more... you feel closer to, because you went through all the Clone Wars with him.
Yeah.
Same thing with Obi-Wan Kenobi and all the stuff he's going through, and their final breakup.
Yeah.
That hits that hit me harder.
After
not saying I was emotional, but I'm like,
right.
It had more weight to it after seeing their adventures throughout the Clone Wars.
Wow.
You have a different perspective.
I got to watch this shit.
Because if all you've done is seen Attack of the Clones, and then you see Revenge of the Sith, you're like, well, there's no fucking bond there. I'm told there's a bond, but I don't know what that bond is.
Does he cover, because I know I joked about the Jawas being Mexican, but they weren't really in the prequels. Does he add a Mexican stereotype in the Clone Wars to cover that base?
No, he covers some other racist stereotypes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I think that'd be great if there was just some race of aliens that ended every sentence with "I think." That would be, you know. I don't know. I just think, why not?
Well,
attack
they kind of
my
have
fellow Latinos.
Hondo's introduced in the Clone Wars.
Hondo.
He's a pirate. He's
the guy from the ride at
guy from the ride at Star Wars. He's in the Clone Wars.
When he started talking, I'm like, "Is this?" When I didn't know who the dude was when I went to the Galaxy's
See, if
Edge.
you'd watch Clone Wars and then you watch Rebels, he's in both of those.
How the fuck is this guy still alive now?
Well, it's a different race, so you don't know how long they live.
Right. This so this guy's just been walking around.
He's like a pirate, smuggler type guy.
Right, with the horrifically racist Asian accent.
Yes.
Right? As he's hopefully an Asian actor portrayed him, voiced him.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's probably a white dude.
It's probably that Alan Tudyk
guy.
But
they bring that racist stereotype up, so...
Okay. Jesus Christ.
It's almost like a Shanghai type pirate is what he feels like. And that's sort of how he talks.
Yeah. Alrighty. So worth watching. What's it on right? Is it on Netflix or is it?
I think it was on Netflix unless Disney's pulled it yet.
They're probably gonna pull it.
They'll pull it. If they haven't pulled it yet, they'll pull it soon. But it is on Netflix, I believe.
Yeah.
Check it out. I mean, 3 through 6 at least. I mean, I'm not saying every episode is great.
How long does it take you to get through them?
There's like 22 episodes a season.
Each one's like 20 minutes.
It was 22 minutes.
All right, maybe I'll do this. Maybe.
I know the new episode or series, season 7 is coming out on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So you might want to watch at least season 6.
Get all that.
Because I think it has a lot to do with Ahsoka, Anakin's Padawan. She leaves the Order in
so they don't
6.
have to kill her off.
They don't kill her off.
Depress everybody.
She leaves the Order.
Right. So is she technically still out there somewhere? Maybe.
Yeah, she was in Rebels.
And Rebels takes place before.
Takes place right before. Basically, Rebels takes place before Episode 4. It leads up to Rogue One, like right into it.
So if she's okay and her race has extended life, she could be around right now.
She should be around because it takes up after Rebels. When Rebels ends, it goes right up to the beginning of Rogue One, and then they show you sort of like what happened after the original trilogy. They show you what happened after the Battle of Endor, and Ahsoka and another character go off to find Ezra Bridger, the lost Jedi who gets shot off into space. Right. So she's still out there somewhere. She doesn't die.
Think she's in Rise of Skywalker.
I would be amazing if...
You'd be okay with this?
Yeah.
You'd be all right.
Well, they brought in Darth Maul into Solo.
Yeah.
And he was
in it, wasn't he?
He was at the end of Solo.
Did he have the spider legs already?
Yeah, he had the metal leg. He didn't have the spider leg. That was after he got metal legs.
Okay, then he got
spider legs in the early Clone Wars when they brought him back.
Then he gets metal legs.
Then he gets metal legs. The Mandalorians give him actual real metal legs.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's interesting, and then he basically takes over all the crime syndicates.
So he's like the new Hut.
He's like basically him and the Hutts are rivals. He basically takes over like the Pike Syndicate and black sun.
Why does he not try to go after the Jedi? Why is he not like, hey, I still got to score to
because he's playing the long game because he wants. Well, the Jedi are wiped out at this point.
But doesn't he know Obi-Wan's still out there?
He finds out Obi-Wan's alive,
and he's like, oh, I got to get this motherfucker.
And he goes after Obi-Wan. Like he's obsessed with getting Obi-Wan. And that's his whole arc in Rebels.
Does Obi-Wan kill him? Hopefully,
in about 3 seconds.
Does he really?
Yeah.
So Darth Maul is dead now.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan just has no.
He does. People didn't like this because it was such a quick thing. I hope
does he do the Hulk Hogan back rake and that's what kills him?
He does the back rake and then gives him atomic drop and he goes over the cliff.
And he's dead.
He hops up over the cliff and he's dead. That's the atomic. He back rakes, atomic drop, over the cliff. No lightsabers are used at all.
Well, how mad would the fans have been if he just did the Ultimate Warrior's finishing move?
He just press slams them and then drops them and then runs and then Grillis
and he dies.
Then splashes on his back.
And Darth Maul's dead. He's just dead.
And then he cuts a promo on him.
Yeah, he spray paints the
all my warriors.
He spray paints the rebel symbol on his back. And that's it. It's like, wait, what? That's it? And Darth Maul's dead.
And then Conan comes out.
Yeah.
And goes, Orale!
Arriba la raza!
And spray paints NWO.
No, it'd be better if it was Wolfpack. Bump, bump, bump,
you'd be sitting there mouth wide open watching this on TV. Like, what the fuck is happening? How is Kevin Nash in Star Wars?
Wolfpack is back causing mad destruction. That'd be great. So Obi-Wan just kills him.
They line up. He tracks him down to Tatooine.
Oh.
They line up.
How old is Obi-Wan at this point?
Is
Luke alive yet?
Luke is a kid. Because because Darth Maul knows that Luke is the Chosen One. He knows the Chosen One is on Tatooine.
Okay.
The Savior. So he's going there to wipe out Obi-Wan and kill the Chosen One.
Why is it just out of sour grapes?
Because he mind meld. I guess he sort of melds with Ezra Bridger, so he can kind of see what the Force has in store, and he sees who the Chosen One is. That's going to bring down the Empire or whatever, or bring balance. So he goes and he knows, and so Obi-Wan is basically like kills him, so he can't get to Luke. But they face off, and Darth Maul goes to do the exact same move that killed Qui-Gon.
The little back shot.
He goes in to go. If you watch it, he goes in to do the exact same move. Obi-Wan knows this move because he watched him do it to Qui-Gon. Turns around and just fucking takes the lightsaber right up his chest.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
He pulled the Barry Switzer, Dumb and Dumber.
The same fucking move.
Same fucking
move.
He pulled the Barry Switzer. He did the 4th and inches, load left with Emmett both times. Well, of course.
That's what he did.
He had Barry,
exactly what he did.
He had Barry Switzer in his head and his ear. He had Switzer. Fucking Darth Maul.
Maul Switzered Obi-Wan.
Yeah. He had Switzer.
Maybe that's our title.
Load left. Just load left. Do it again. Load left. Do the same thing you did.
But there's 12 guys standing there. Do it again.
Take out the user. Same thing he did to kill his master. Same thing. Of course it's a squash.
It's over in 3 seconds. It's one move. Obi-Wan does one move on him, kills him.
He should. That's Stu.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
Fuck him. He deserves it.
I liked it. I liked the scene. I didn't want a big drawn out battle. I liked it. It was that quick.
And also, it should be that quick because you had a couple of things to think about here. Darth Maul's taking some time off from the Force.
Yeah.
He's too busy being.
He's just Maul now.
Yeah, he's too busy being like
he's a crime syndicate boss.
He's got other shit to worry about. He's got prostitutes to pay.
He's got his hose. He's got to collect his money.
And then Obi-Wan's just been Force training. This whole
learning to become a Force ghost. He's been talking with Qui-Gon. He's been talking with Yoda.
Qui-Gon probably was there.
Qui-Gon probably like, hey, watch this move.
You know what this was? All right, so I had to do this, but I'm gonna do a pro cowboy thing here. Okay. Qui-Gon was like Parcells with the onside kick against Andy Reid. Qui-Gon was like, hey, he just pulled Obi-Wan and said, watch for that move. Watch for that. I have a feeling. He's gonna watch for that.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, that was like Parcells knowing Andy Reid was gonna try that onside kick in game 1, and he just put the dude right there. But that was with that Randall Williams.
That's right.
He just had Obi-Wan had the Randall Williams move.
He was like,
I know it. Okay,
I've seen this move. I've seen it. Trust me. Fucking took him out.
It was the fucking Seahawks, Patriots, the Butler interception.
That's what it was. He knew the slant was coming.
So Darth Maul had one fucking move in him this whole time. That guy.
Darth Maul should have fucking handed off to fucking
beast mode.
Beast mode. But he tries to throw a slant and be cute.
That kind of kills the myth of Darth Maul. Darth Maul had one move, if we really think about it.
Yeah.
He just had it.
He had the one move that killed Qui-Gon. He's like, that's my move now.
All right, here it comes.
That's my move.
He might as well have been like a 5-year-old trying to body slam his brother. Like, here, just stand right here. Just stand right there.
When I say 3, jump up.
Just jump
One,
up.
2, 3,
1, 2,
you
3,
gotta
you
jump.
Like,
Why are you jumping?
trying to talk his cousin into letting him do the Boston Crab. Just come on, let me do it.
We're in a pool. I'm going to suplex you. Stand on the edge of the pool.
He fucking...
Yeah.
He had one. Fuck that guy.
One fucking
move. Fuck him
one move.
with his one move. Darth Maul, you overrated sack of shit with your one fucking move. This guy waited 40 years to get rid.
And he gets punked out in 3 seconds.
That's like if Switzer waited 40 years to play the Eagles again.
Because you know what?
Yeah. Load left. Load left.
Load left.
Load left. Here we go. Like what? What are you? Fuck, he had one move, the fucking idiot.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Took him out in 3 seconds.
Fuck him. No wonder Sidious was Palpatine was happy.
Oh, that's why Sidious was never happy with
He
that
couldn't
dude.
wait to lose this guy.
He got chopped in half.
Yeah, he's like, I can't wait to get this guy out of here.
And then he comes back to life. He's like, well, I thought you were fucking dead, dude.
Ah,
Just
shit. Okay. Hey,
get
man.
your weak-ass shit out of here.
Hey, man. It's like that girl, that psycho chick you hope never calls you. And then she calls you and says, oh, hey. Oh, hi, you again. How you doing? Like,
I'm really good at doing that one thing.
Just thought avoiding you would help. Yeah, like,
Fuck.
I mean, yeah, it works when nobody sees it coming.
Right. Or the first time you
Qui-Gon
do
didn't
it.
see it coming.
He didn't see it coming.
Now,
No one had fought a Sith in 1,000 years.
Yeah. What was
So
he
no one's gonna
supposed to
see
do?
that
He
coming.
didn't know that move.
And then he does the exact same move to the only other Jedi that saw him do that
Saw
move.
him do the move. He could have. You know who else he could have got with that move? That worthless lump of shit with the big head, the cone head.
Kiamandu.
Yeah.
Kiamandu.
They basically made a cone-headed Jedi. Was that the
Yeah.
joke? Did
I
Lucas
think so.
Let's
Like,
just-
this is Aykroyd.
Let's get Aykroyd doesn't want to do it, but we're still gonna put a conehead in here. I'm still gonna make a
Conehead fan.
I'm a big conehead fan. We're gonna make a coneheaded Jedi.
He's kind of a dick in the Clone Wars.
Who?
Kiamandu.
Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah, Dan Aykroyd, the Conehead. He's kind of a little bit dick in the series.
He was worthless, man.
Yeah.
He was worthless. So was that fucking creepy scout. That guy who looks like a molesting scoutmaster guy. The one who was on Naboo, the old white guy in episode 1. You know, the one who was just trying to tell Amidala to.
Oh, that dude.
That dude. Fuck him, too.
Yeah.
I didn't like him either.
Yeah, he's like, jammed communications
Yeah.
can only mean one thing.
You know?
Invasion.
Invasion.
You better come over here and sit on my lap. You want to be safe, you just sit on my lap,
You better need
Amidala.
someone. You probably need
Padme,
someone.
come here, sit on my lap.
Probably need someone to teach you how to French kiss. Huh? You're gonna need to know this.
You don't want to die a virgin, do you?
Hold on. Is that our time? Hold on. Wait. What did he say? Jam signals can only what?
Can only mean invasion.
Jam signals can only mean invasion. Now let me teach you how to French kiss. No.
Come here and sit on my lap, Padme.
You know, we're really good at figuring out who the creeps are in the Star
You can
Wars
spot
universe.
them. You can spot them. I don't know if we're good at it or we just know how to call it out.
I think we got
They're
good.
pretty obvious.
Yeah, we got good. We got a good eye for that. We know who the scumbags
Yeah,
are.
the creepos.
I think that might be our title for now. We'll see. So how great is this? So let's talk House of X, Powers of X, buddy. We did Star Wars. Had a big Star Wars. Sports, Star Wars.
And now House of X. We're
now
covering
X-Men.
everything.
What else do you need?
I don't know.
What else do you fucking need,
And we're-
people? And I'm going to start digging up some Zelda. And then we have nothing
Then
but
we have
Legend
game
of Zelda
shit,
next.
dude.
Jesus,
Fuck, man.
Covers every
I don't
base.
know what more you need in a podcast.
What else do you need here from us? Jesus Christ.
I think I ended off on House of. I think it's House of X4 is where I just finished.
You ended with you just ended the issue that has one of the biggest
it's
emotional
just
punches
it's
in X-Men
carpet
history.
bombs. It's just bomb
Man.
after bomb.
So spoilers? Should we?
Should we spoil?
Should we spoil,
Fuck. It's so good.
or do we wait till next issue, next episode to spoil?
Maybe we should give them one more. Just, fuck, dude.
just in case some people are on the fence and haven't yet.
I haven't gotten this.
But my God, that moment!
That,
I'm gonna
issue alone is worth reading the whole series over.
I'm gonna
And
try
the
to.
series is incredible.
I'm gonna try to say this the emotional punch without spoiling it.
Okay.
Tell me if
See
I
if
do
you
a
can do
good
it.
job. All right.
Well, you're either going to do it or not do it.
Yeah,
You're either going
so-
to spoil it for everybody or do it really well.
a couple of people are facing certain death.
Yes.
And one of them, before they're about to go die, they know they're going to die.
Yeah.
One says to the other one, what do you think is going to be waiting for someone like me on the other side? And it boils down to the other character says, doesn't matter. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be there with open arms.
Fuck, man.
Fuck, that was so powerful.
You feel that one in your throat.
You feel it. That hits you. And oh, my God.
And these are two beloved characters.
Beloved characters.
Two iconic characters.
Iconic. So great. I'll be there. Don't worry. You don't worry about anything.
Fuck, man.
The fact that I'll be there embracing you. That's all that matters.
The way they go through.
Oh, man.
And what you're left with at the end of this issue. I think it's House of X4, I believe is what it is. What you're left with, who is you're left cheering for at the end of this
is unbelievable.
Is something you would never think.
Unbelievable. And this dude, this character that you're left rooting for at the end of this issue, it is like it was, oh my God, talk about the ultimate bias time.
Yeah.
And this is how badass this character is. The enemy, the villain that this character is fighting has to duplicate itself 2 more times.
Yes.
And this thing is almost unbeatable by itself.
Yes.
And it has to create 2 copies of itself just to fucking barely fight off this character. Unbelievable. It was like, oh my God.
He's one of my favorite all-time villains.
It is
in comic books.
And man, like a fucking G in this thing.
Dude.
Unbelievable. It is.
It's sort of the feeling you're left with, like, it's the opposite feeling you had when Hogan came out at Bash at the Beach.
Yeah, it really
It's the opposite feeling of that.
This was,
instead of like, oh, I got to boo Hogan now, it's like, oh, I got to cheer for this guy?
Oh, whoa.
Fuck.
That was unfucking believable. It was, man, forget it. It was
unreal.
God.
Unreal.
Amazing. It was.
So I'm going to finish the series this probably tonight or tomorrow. But fuck, man, you got to read. Whoever's out there that hasn't read it, you got to.
You haven't read it yet.
If you love the X-Men,
if
you
you're
love
a fan of X-Men, even just good comic
or
books.
good storytelling.
And this we can spoil because it's not giving any plot points away. But is Sabretooth the most evil he's ever been in this?
Sabretooth is written perfect.
He is written.
He is Wolverine without morality or filter.
Amazing. And they do such a good job with how evil he is. And I'm telling you.
Like, if you'd seen this version of Sabretooth throughout the comic books, you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, my God. This is the, and I'm sorry, but there have been, no, I'll say this. There have been comics of Batman that do this perfectly.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that way, I don't think, in a long time, where this Sabretooth Wolverine, the way it's like, oh, yeah, this is Batman Joker.
Yeah.
I get it. This is
if it was written that way.
Yeah, this is Batman who went crazy. That's what right? Who went crazier.
Yes.
That's what Joker is. But it's done that dynamic, that trope, whatever you want to call it.
Sabretooth is just Joker. Sabretooth is Wolverine just completely unhinged.
Wolverine if Professor X never found him.
Yes.
If Professor X never
But even then I think Wolverine had some morality.
Right. I don't think he would have been nearly as dude, the shit that Sabretooth talks in that trial.
Sabretooth is all id. He's just all whatever I want to do when I want to do it.
And you believe him. Like it's just
like in that trial in the comic, which doesn't give anything away, but if he wanted to, you could see he could just take out that whole room.
He would have taken out that room and not given a shit and loved it and just cheered his way. Oh my God. That dude is like but he is written perfectly in this.
It's so good.
Man, House of X, Powers of X, and I'm telling you,
it's only 12 issues, 6 in each.
What we talked about, that moment we talked about, like you said, is just one jaw dropper out of many.
Every time you turn the page, you're like, oh,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? No.
What?
No.
Unreal. Unfucking real. It is, man, Jonathan Hickman. Yeah, it just, Jesus
and it takes,
Christ.
it's a dense thing to get to because there's multiple storylines, multiple timelines going on.
Right.
And it takes a while to wrap your brain around it, and I'm still trying to wrap my brain around a lot of what's happening.
Yeah.
But you tell me it all pays off at the end.
It pays off. Even the part that's the most confusing right now, it will make sense.
It's telling the story up on multiple timelines.
Yes. It will make perfect sense. You're like, oh, okay.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It is and it's still a fucking like, what the fuck?
Damn, I can't wait.
So good, dude. So fucking good. So, we talked about it, and again, we're gonna if the Hasbro folk are listening,
Which they should
which
be. Follow me on Instagram.
follow Eddie on Instagram.
Jesus, I don't know what the fuck I got to do, man.
And
Give me after this. Give me their Instagram info. I'm gonna follow them.
you have to.
I'm gonna stalk them
You have to.
because I want to be
That's the
followed.
move
by
I
them.
made.
Is that what the move you made?
That's the move I made.
Okay, see, I
They're
didn't
hard
have
to
that
get like
information.
that. They're
I
hard
just
to
thought they
get like
found you
that.
out of the blue.
No, they're hard to get. Like
Okay.
that. They're hard to get like that.
All right,
They,
I'm gonna
they
follow
play
them.
that game.
I'm gonna follow them.
But if they're
They
listening,
should play that game. They're that good.
if they're listening,
They're listening.
we want a 2-pack. And you know who the fuck we're talking about.
Yes.
Those 2 characters that face certain death.
Yes. One goes,
Yeah.
I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side. Or
Yeah,
what's waiting for me on the other side
What
of
do
the
you
guy
think's
like
for
me?
someone like me? And then
It's
I'll
like, I'll
doesn't
be there.
matter.
We want a
I'll be
2-pack
there.
of those 2 guys.
As that for that moment.
For that
That's
moment.
it. Not much to ask.
No.
Is it? $5.
That's your San
And
Diego
it's $5.
Comic-Con exclusive
Right.
2020.
And it's $5.
$5.
And that's it.
$5. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
$5.
It's not too much to ask.
No.
Can we talk about, speaking of Comic-Con, before we get into me singing and you playing the harmonica?
can't wait.
Can we talk about a little bit more on how funny it was when we went to LA Comic-Con? Had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
A
Good time.
blast. Got some good deals.
Yeah.
Got that great Ninja Turtles game, Turtles in Time, for the
Yeah.
Super Nintendo. My Boo Amiibo
For $300.
for $300
right?
bucks. That was great. Can we talk about the couple that fought on the way over in line?
Tron.
How amazing.
Tron and
Tron
Catwoman.
and the shittiest, most mailed in.
Okay, well, we get there, and there's like this line that wraps. That wraps three times around Staples Center.
We're trying to find a place to
Or
park.
no, LA Convention Center.
Right, we're trying to find parking. We were like, by the way, for that lot, we were like maybe the last 2 or 3 cars.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's it. Had we not found that, who knows
I don't know
what
where.
happened.
And we showed up around 12 or 1.
I want to
12?
say it was.
Maybe it was 11.
It was like 11.
Maybe it was 11.
I got you at like 10, 15,
Yeah,
10,
they opened
30
at 9, and we
Yeah.
showed up at 11.
And there was maybe the biggest line outside of San Diego that I've seen for anything
Yeah,
like that.
it compared to San Diego's line.
It looked like it was nuts.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh God.
We're
so
never getting in.
We make our way to the end of it.
At
As
one
you can
point,
see
we
the
were
video.
like, we should just go to Frankenstein.
We were like, fuck it, let's just go to Frankenstein.
We'll have our own Comic-Con.
Yeah, we'll do our own thing.
We'll do Ramble Comic-Con.
because there's no exclusives there. So
Right.
it's like,
So
all right,
it's-
we'll just go. We can just go to Frankenstein and get some cool shit.
Yeah.
And we get there, and the line. Oh my God! And then so we're waiting, and then we see this guy had to have been like what 55.
He was older than me.
He was in his.
He was in his
mid-50s, and then his wife probably around the same, maybe a
I
few
would
years
say
younger.
she might have been a little young. She might have been late 40s, early 50s.
Late 40s, and he's all troned out.
All leathered out, like
Leather
Tron Legacy.
Leather Tron Legacy.
Leather Tron
Look
Legacy.
good.
Great
Great
cosplay.
costume.
He had the discs.
He had
in
the
his
discs.
hand, he had a
was
disc.
walking with. He had the boots. It looked
He had
good.
his helmet, which he wasn't wearing.
But he had the helmet
He had
right
the
there,
helmet.
and his wife just mailed the fucking.
I think
that
she
outfit.
put on a tight black T-shirt.
It was a T-shirt with the Batman logo on it.
yeah, which
And then
Catwoman
some-
wouldn't wear.
Some pleather pants,
Yeah,
and then
and then like those glasses, like sunglasses that sort of look like cat eyes.
the cat eyes, and that was about it.
That was it. It was
That's all
like a
she
cat mask, but they weren't. It
Right.
wasn't like a mask you tie around your head.
Right.
It was just It was glasses that were in the shape of a mask.
How? And then they start talking shit.
Yeah.
So we, it's like,
So we lean in.
so we lean in because we're right
Because
there.
anytime cosplayers are fighting,
It's the best thing
it's
ever.
the best thing in the world.
Greatest thing nothing better than watching adult cosplayers fighting. It's the funniest fucking
And
thing.
even the best part is watching adult cosplayers in a relationship fight.
Yes, having an emotional meltdown.
That's worth going to any Comic-Con.
any
for.
con,
Any line.
con for. Oh God, I got dumped at San Diego when
You got dressed by someone
she
dressed
was
in cosplay.
dressed as
Harley
Quinn.
Quinn.
Fucking hilarious. I'm half not trying to laugh. I'm like, is this really going on right now?
Getting dumped by Harley Quinn.
How fucking stupid is this? And then, yeah.
Jay. Did she call you Mr. J because your name's Jerry?
Should have.
Right? You are
What
Mr.
a golden
J.
opportunity that was missed.
Mr. J. I'm leaving, Mr. J.
Oh God, I'm gonna steal the dog and cat too. And like, so they're there, and the guy is like, what did she starts it? She's like, could
well,
you
the
move a
line
little
started.
slower?
The line started moving.
Yeah.
So there was a big giant space. So you didn't know where the line was, ended, and started.
It went way deep.
Yeah. So he was.
Guys,
Cats are making out.
No,
Dude,
yeah,
they're gonna fuck.
Marley's fucking
dude.
Jack
They're
up. And
fucking. Your cats are gonna fuck.
How are they fucking? He can't.
Look at
fuck
that!
him.
No,
just
he's
stick his
taking
dick
him.
in his neck.
He's gonna put his thing in his.
Nah, Jack's
thing.
like, man, fuck you.
Oh,
Get out
dude.
of here with that shit.
He just got me too.
He just, oh god, no, he definitely. Marley definitely
Marley
me
just
too
got
the
me
fuck
too
out of Jack.
hard.
He's gonna me too him again. He's
that's
me
a
too
prison
Jack
hug.
now.
That's a prison hug.
Oh, he's giving him the prison. Oh,
Oh, now
Jesus,
she
look
wants
at
it.
that. Look at that.
Oh, look, she's throwing her butt up.
Those
in
are
his face.
boys.
Oh,
That's what's even more amazing.
Oh, they're both boys.
Those are two dudes. Me too.
I always
the shit
assume
out of
cats
each
are
other.
girls.
Really?
I always do.
Those two are fellas, and then the other one, the old lady, that's the girl.
Okay. See, I always
Lolita.
assume cats are girls and dogs are boys.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of
That's
do
my
that
immediate
too.
assumption.
Same here,
until
actually.
told differently.
Yeah. So Marley and Jack are fellas,
All right, hey guys.
and then
I should know that by now. I've been coming over for 2 years.
Right, it's okay.
It's fine.
Look how mad he is that we busted him.
He's pissed.
for me tooing.
He's
Look at
like,
him just sulking.
I could have been getting laid right
Sorry,
now.
we me tooed you from raping your fucking brother,
buddy,
you asshole.
dude. Weirdo.
Jesus Christ, he's
God, he's
fucked.
pissed at you.
He's mad. Look at him.
I know.
Look at his eyes. He is pissed. Look at him. He's just staring. Yeah. Well, what? You
Look
don't do
away.
that shit.
You
It's a
should
new
be
age.
ashamed.
You
Trying
can't
to
get away with this shit
fucking-
anymore.
no.
Fucking asshole.
God damn it.
So the line starts moving.
So I think she tells him to stay there. No, she's like, I'll stay here. You go see if the line's
moving.
moving.
Yeah.
So that way they can hold their spot in
Right.
line and see if there's a closer spot in line.
And
to get
he's
into.
already mad.
He's already frustrated.
She's not mad.
No.
She was like, well, this is
You
what I
wait here.
expected.
I'll wait here. You go
Yeah,
look.
she's like, I expected a line. This is what it is.
Yeah. And I think he's just pissed because he put in at least 17 hours into this costume.
Yeah,
and probably hundreds of dollars.
And no one's going to see it because
And no
he's
one's
going to be
see
in
it.
line
And
all
his
day.
wife put in 33 minutes. Tops.
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 And that was all for hair and makeup.
And that was hair and makeup. She threw the shirt and the glasses on as an
last
afterthought.
second.
That was out the door. That was them in the car. She's like, oh, shit, wait a second. Let me go get my mask.
Let me go get my. And he's like, yeah, go
He's
get it.
on his fucking cosplay Tron cycle. Pissed that she forgot her glasses mask.
Right.
So she says something like, you wait here. I'll wait here. You go
Yeah.
and check in the line. And he's like, that's why I'm walking so slow.
Right. Just a dick.
Just
Immediate
like, that's why I'm
dick.
walking so slow.
He's like, well, you don't have to walk this shit. I didn't tell you to walk this. And we're like, oh, what the fuck is happening right now? What the fuck
And
is.
she's looking all like, what? I didn't. What are you mad about?
What are you mad
And he
about?
gives her a look like, well, you know what I'm mad about. And it's not about the line, and we know it's not about the line.
Yeah, we know it's not about.
We know
the
it's
line.
about
She's making him look like a fucking moron because he put all this effort
into his
And
Tron
she's like-
Legacy costume.
She might as well just had like a fucking sweatpants and a Minnie Mouse hoodie. Is like a
She put on the equivalent of like putting on a Superman T-shirt and go, "Hey guys, I'm Superman."
Superman.
That's what she did. He spent months researching Tron Legacy, trying to
fuck.
find the right leather jacket.
He probably
and
went on a
pants.
keto diet to lose like 80 pounds.
He's
to get
probably
into
spent
it.
who
Like,
knows how many hours at Etsy and Pinterest trying to make this costume.
dropping hundreds of thousands.
Looking at every motorcycle shop in LA trying to find the right helmet.
The helmet. How do I do this? It's-
And it just all boiled out right in that moment. Of like, hey, that's why I'm walking so slow.
You fucking, why don't you do something other than you could have gone to at least a Halloween store and bought a Catwoman
You gotta have at least
costume
a
for
whip.
fuck's
Where's
sake.
your whip? How do you not have a whip?
Jesus, you're embarrassing the fuck out of me.
I wish I was in a video game.
That's the only. Here's what's amazing about it. Khan is the 55-year-old dressed like Tron is the one embarrassed. But you know what I mean? Like he's any other scenario, she's like, you're not getting out of the house with that shit on. You know.
That's the only place where he can go dress that and have the upper hand.
You're making me look like a real piece of shit, Brenda.
You put them at a macaroni grill in the valley. I don't want an appetizer. I'm hungry. I just want to eat.
I just want to eat and I want to leave, Harold. I'm sick of looking at you in that dumb fucking outfit. We have to go home. This was the only chance. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, Oh, God. You're putting a lot more effort into being a cunt than you did, like, dressing up like Catwoman.
If you put half the effort into being a cat as you do into being a cunt.
I wouldn't look like a piece of shit right now. Would I? This poor
Oh, fuck. He played like 6 months. He's probably been playing since San Diego.
Oh,
for this.
shit.
Oh.
Oh, we never saw him again.
Never saw him again that day.
Never saw him again.
He may have gone home.
He left.
He fucking left.
He walked home. He's just on the
As
bus.
Tron.
He's on the ballet bus. Fuck.
Oh, shit.
That was
Oh, my
amazing.
God.
That poor. I feel for her. I really do.
do.
She's just like, what do you give this
Like,
much
what?
of a fuck for?
Dude,
it's not Halloween,
I just put on a
dipshit.
fun shirt and some glasses, and we're going to the Comic-Con. And you're fucking thinking you're Tron.
God. And then Andrea saved us, as you saw in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Saved us.
Saved us. You called Andrea smartly. We call.
I just want to be like, hey, hon, look at this shit.
We
huh?
call by far the smarter sex.
Yes, by a mile.
By a
Like,
mile.
Look at this line written. She goes, oh, God. She goes, is that? Well, then she just did 2 seconds.
2 seconds. She goes, well, maybe
She
there's.
goes, okay, well, maybe there's a line for press.
And we're like, oh yeah, we are
Ooh.
press.
And then how long was
We literally walk into the Comic-Con.
5 minutes
5 minutes,
later,
we're in the Comic-Con.
we're in the exhibit hall with our everything.
Tron's still having a meltdown
He's
outside.
still having a meltdown.
We're in the Comic-Con.
A couple of dudes are fucking him up just to get in with a girl. Like, you know what I mean? They're out in lines. A couple of guys are just fucking
Is that
him
our
up.
title? If you put half as much work into being a cat
I
as you
think
did a
so.
cunt.
We wouldn't be here. I got to write this down.
Oh fuck! And then we walked right to the Comic-Con. We met some. There was more cosplay at this Comic-Con than San Diego. I thought,
Way more.
which
yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's Hollywood. People are more.
People more into it. Probably have like way more people who do it for a living.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I could do this.
There was some really good cosplay.
Some fucking great cosplay. And then, it was good, but it was a great. Nothing topped though that fight. That
was the high point.
That was beyond the high
Oh, it's
point.
beyond- oh fuck.
Beyond the, and I was an asshole to a guy who tried to cut the food line.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
Fuck him. I've no patience after the Lego shit. I don't care. No patience
Oh,
after the
fucking,
Lego
yeah.
shit, dude. I literally just did the.
You
fucking
checked him?
strong armed him. Yeah, I was like, nah, nope,
Nope. These are my nacho. You
Yeah.
don't get my nachos.
He got a Heisman. He got the stiff arm. Fuck out of here. This guy, well, he tried to cut. He clearly tried to cut. The food line was long as shit.
Yeah.
We were starving. We're waiting in line with everyone else. We're
Yeah.
not complaining.
This guy's like, huh, where's that?
This guy walks right up.
the
So
line?
so the lady moves the line to make it easier to maneuver.
Yes.
And as she's moving, this guy just tries to cut in front. And I just like, nah, dude, we're in fucking line. And he goes, well, I don't know where the line is. And like I give a
Like,
fuck.
then follow the line
Yeah,
of
maybe
people
look at
till
the end of
end.
this, you fuck. And then after I shove him out of the way and we move, he still tries to butt in. And then, oh my God, he didn't even wait in line. That lady who worked there embarrassed him so
Yeah, he
bad.
left.
She dressed him down so bad for trying to cut. He just
He
went.
bolted. He went home hungry.
He went home hungry. He fucking probably killed himself
He
in the
probably
parking
did.
lot. Just shot himself. Want to know where the line was? Boom.
It's not my fault. I don't know where
What am I supposed to do? But got some good shit, man.
Yeah.
Got some good deals.
Yeah, I got a Carnage
Yeah.
Marvel Legends figure.
Got the Marvel Legends card.
for
Got-
about $15 cheaper than everybody else was selling.
My God.
Our buddy.
Can we real quick talk about the prick, the game prick? The
Oh,
guy
yeah.
who was selling
Yeah.
he was mainly doing like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic and Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. What a twat. Right?
Yeah.
So he was the one where I was like, hey, if you had, I don't know if you saw the video, obviously a lot of joking, but the reality was I wanted the glow-in-the-dark Boo amiibo
Yes.
for Mario. And I go, hey, because he had a ton of them. He had a ton of amiibo. I go, do you have the Boo? And he goes, nah. It's real hard to find, man. I was like, well, what do you ask for it if you in the box? 120, probably 135, somewhere around there. And I was like, okay.
That's insane.
Do you have to be this abrasive? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. Asperger,
Thanks, bud.
Asperger.
Fucking learn to
all
talk
right.
to humans.
Yeah, Jesus, fuck it. And so I walk away, find it for 25, and then I wanted to go back and be like, hey, yeah, really? I just saved $100.
Yeah.
But, not
Shit,
talking to you,
head.
motherfucker. Anyway, so we go back, though, remember? Because I was looking, because I got a good deal on the Turtles 4 Super Nintendo. Like, let me see if they have a couple other Super Nintendo games. He had some.
Yeah.
And I asked him, he goes, nah, I don't have that. I was like, all right, cool, thanks. And then remember, he just starts dressing down a guy.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Some poor kid. Let's just say it was Magic the Gathering. He was asking for an individual card.
Yeah.
That might have been in a. And the guy's like, no, I can't do that. What do you want me to do? I'm going to open these up and start bootlegging them? Whatever he said. You want me to do that? Is that what you want? I could do that. Or you could just buy him as is, like I have him here. All right? Or it was just like, dude.
Fuck, man.
This is just years.
Dude.
Of just his father knowing he was the loser of the family.
Just fucking all of his incelness
And
coming out at once.
Just reminding him. Every customer he spoke to was his dad going, well, I guess you're too much of a pussy to catch a football. Like that was every customer he spoke to was, well, I guess these dreams of having a ball player in the family is done.
Shattered. Why don't you play with the old fucking toys?
You should play with your toys. You can't catch a baseball, you son of a bitch.
Oh.
That was every customer. Some people like that, you just need to go to therapy. And then we meet...
Oh, that guy. That fucking dude.
So I'm on a list. I think he is hunting me down.
The best representation we could think of this guy. This is Elijah Wood from Sin City.
No question. Dale, where the fuck his name?
Whatever the fucking character Elijah Wood
in Sim City is this guy. Imagine if Elijah Wood in Sim City.
He didn't even have a booth.
No, he just had a pile of shit on the floor.
He had a pile of toys laying in a space.
And he was sitting in the middle of them. And he just had a stool in the middle of a pile. It was like if I was like weird and I was like, Hattie, I want you to look at all my video games and toys, and I just put them all in a pile and sat in the middle of it. Like that's what he did.
Like E.T. in that pile of stuffed animals.
Yes. And I walk up. I'm like, hey, I'm still looking for the Miles Morales Marvel Legends.
Yes.
And the Spider-Man 2099 Marvel Legends. That's the blue and red.
Right.
The OG Spider-Man 29. I have the white and red one. It's a gorgeous figure.
Yes.
I want the blue and red. And I ask him, hey, do you have Miles? He goes, nope. No. And in fact, that's the only Spider-Verse character I don't have. And then you hear that.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay. Well, you got the other one I want.
So I said, oh, so you have Spider-Man 2099. I don't have that one either.
And then you made the list, pal.
And I'm dead.
You're done.
That guy is going to fucking.
And then he slowly turns his gaze over to me, and he sees I'm holding Carnage.
Right.
And he's like, how much you pay for Carnage?
What'd you get for Carnage?
And I was like, $30. And he's like, oh, that's a good deal. That's only $45.
Wow.
I could kill you and take that. And then I could sell it for $45.
After I kill both of you, he corrected me. He made me look bad. And then so I asked Eddie a very important question. And I said, because the LA Convention Center is a giant facility.
It's a giant room.
And I said, Eddie.
Yeah.
$1 million.
$1 million.
If you are alone in the LA Convention Center, you're locked in. You have to stay here for 10 hours. 8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Pitch black darkness. And there's nothing in there except him. He's somewhere in that room.
See him.
You cannot see him. You don't know. He could be in the toilet the whole time. You might never see him.
Dude, he's crawling up the walls.
Right. Could you do it? Could you stay there?
No. He would eat you. That dude would fucking
No question
eat you.
He sees at night, right? Like a cat.
Oh, yeah.
No question. No question he sees.
His eyes probably glow.
You're like, that's the last thing you see.
Fuck,
These glowing
oh,
eyes
God.
coming at you. Like, oh.
The way he spoke and just was so cold and creepy.
And he weighed like 40 pounds tops.
Yeah.
He takes both of us. No question.
Instantly.
No, that guy.
You go to punch, he's behind you on your neck. Like he's up on your shoulders.
Ripping your throat out.
Ripping your throat out. Before you come full through on a punch. That's how quick that dude is.
That's quick and psychotic.
He's up on your shoulders, ripping your throat out. And you're like, why didn't even just...
So you wouldn't... Now, if you die, Colton gets the $1 million. Do you do it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can give Colton $1 million.
Yeah.
I'll sacrifice
Let me
myself.
do this, okay? Colton has to stay there.
Okay.
By himself with that guy.
Yeah.
Redskins win 2 more Super Bowls.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take 1 Super Bowl. That's how much I care about the
NFC Championship game. You're guaranteed
Guaranteed NFC Championship game, possible Super Bowl.
Possible Super Bowl.
Yeah.
3. You're guaranteed 3 NFC Championship games.
Because you're going to win one of those Super Bowls. You're going to win one of those NFC Championships, and you're going to go to the Super Bowl.
In the next 5 years.
You're not going to lose 3 NFC Championships in a row. I'm sorry.
You send Colton to that game, no question.
Immediately. Immediately. I'll throw an extra hour in.
9 hours.
I'll do 9 hours. Because that's such a good deal.
That is a great deal. Oh, God. That fucking guy. All right, let's start singing and playing.
Do it.
This was tough for me, this one. Oh, what hat would they wear? Man, that harp. Jesus. You know, it's like you're speaking to all of us when you play that. You know that, right?
That's what I try to do when I play. I imagine.
I don't know if you do this.
Speaking to every Rambler when I play.
Well, you are, and I have a feeling that, like Don McLean actually wrote American Pie about your harmonica playing. I have a feeling. I don't think it really had to do about the day the music died.
No.
I think it was all about.
Well, I think the music had to die for my harmonica to live.
Long, long time ago. Right there. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right, let's get to y'all's.
It really is.
This one. All right, I like the next one too, though. Okay? So,
okay.
However, real quick, you got a Todd LaBelle.
Todd.
All right, I hope he doesn't get mad. But Todd, please let me know if this upsets you or not. But from now on, I think you should be. We get an email from Todd LaBelle. Todd LaBelle.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
Yeah, he's got to like that. How would you not like that?
Hey, it's Todd LaBelle. Todd LaBelle.
Oh, yeah, that's good. He's got to like that.
Right?
You can't not like that.
Thank you. You know where that was actually started when Raja Bell was a Dallas Maverick for a season.
Oh, really?
And every time he made a 3, I would go, you can Raja Bell.
Todd LaBelle.
Todd LaBelle.
I like it.
Bum, bum,
Good stuff.
Bum, bum. He goes, hey, Jerry and Eddie, first let me make it clear that I did not think you were wrong about the Joker movie. However, had a much different take.
Okay.
I believe the movie makes a slow build-up showing us step-by-step how mentally ill the Joker is. I think it is much more than someone picked on me, now I kill. I think he's so far gone that once he stops taking his meds, he completely melts down. He was already a homicidal maniac. The meds are keeping him from the edge. Once the meds stopped his mind was free to run rampant. I don't think he needed a reason to start killing. And the public executions and big speeches are him putting on some kind of play in his head, and we are only seeing his side of the dialogue. His choices didn't make sense to the audience because they only made sense in his head. That's a good counter,
okay.
Right? Anyway, I like the movie for what it was. The Batman origin was a little cheesy. They could have done something a little better than the cookie cutter Pearl scene. I'm interested to see more with the character. Thanks for rambling. The other Todd. P.S. Rambler Radio subscriber number 130.
Thanks.
Thank you, Todd LaBelle. Todd LaBelle. Todd LaBelle.
And we appreciate other points of view on the Ramble.
Especially when it's so polite,
yes,
and well written,
and well thought out,
and it makes you go,
maybe no one has to agree with us.
No, fuck no. But I like how Todd's point. Like, Todd might have a point. Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
Still don't like the movie.
Still don't like the movie.
I'll never watch it again.
No, but he has a point.
If he,
I like the idea of that dialogue just being his own play. I like that.
Yeah.
Dave Strabeck, the Hall of Famer. Ryan Leaf.
Give Todd Phillips that much credit though.
No. Dave says Ryan Leaf, Cowboy shitty quarterback. That's his his hat. Huge letdown as he was stellar in college. He was.
Well, he was. He kind of was already done by the time he got to Dallas.
Yes.
He was sort of like Jerry Jones was just fucking
let's try
anything.
Did you hear that story where he kind of basically compared Baker Mayfield to him? It was today. He was on, I think it was Rich Eisen's show today.
Really?
And he goes, dude, I was basically, look, I'm going to paraphrase this very much, but he's like, I was an arrogant shithead, and I would blame other people, and that's what he's blaming the refs. He goes, not a good look. He basically was saying, hey, spoiler alert, this is Baker Mayfield.
Refs didn't throw 3 interceptions.
Yeah, it's
hard to win any game when you throw 3 picks.
Yeah. Darren McGregor says, hey, guys, I have nothing for this week, but I would like to slip in my Rod Stewart OCE for last week. He opens with Baby Jane.
Nice.
Closes with the first cut as the deepest. Encore, Sailing. Thanks for the heads up on Joker. I think I'll wait for a streaming service to offer it up. I live in constant hope for the DC Cinematic Universe. And whenever this happens, I just scream multiverse a few times like a tort, laughing Joker, and then move on, usually in the direction of something from the MCU.
There you go.
Ramble Radio episode 34 has just pinged on my phone, so bye for now. Your legit cousin, Darren. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Tim Dawson, hey, guys. Hope all is well and you're both doing fine. Same to you. What hat? I have no idea about any sport, so I'll just say that Link rides on in on Epona, kills the inductees, and takes a spot for himself. Fuck yeah, Tim. I love that. Grady W. Smithy, the shitty Cowboys hat goes to Quincy Carter because fuck that guy. Congratulations to Eddie on Washington finally getting a win, by the way. Huh?
2 games out of first.
Never played any of the
Zelda.
That's right. That's how sad the NFC East is. Never played any of the Zelda games because my parents would buy me a Nintendo when I was a kid, and by the time I could afford to buy my own console, the Sega Genesis had caught my eye. So I'll just ask that next week's top 10 be House of X, Powers of X moments. Your wish has been fulfilled.
Granted.
That is exactly what next week's top 10 is going to be. Granted, and we're going to go 204. Is going to be top 10 horror sequels in time for Halloween.
Okay.
Top 10 horror movie sequels. Next Ramble 203, top 10 House of X, Powers of X moments. Joe Capone. Hat game. Worst Cowboys QB? All of them. Fuck the Cowboys. Go Giants.
I love it.
I had a feeling that would happen.
I love it.
I had a feeling that was
Perfect
Joe
Capone.
Charles Phillips, I can't believe you like Heath Ledger's Joker. It's totally bullshit, not even the Joker. He plays the anarchist, a totally different character. Hey, all right, Charles. That's not bad. That's not a bad point. Not a bad point at all.
My favorite Cesar Romero, I believe.
Cesar Romero is still my number one. But I did. Here's what I'll say. I didn't think Heath Ledger was. Oh, that was the best Joker I've ever seen. I just thought that was a hell of a performance.
It's a hell of a performance, and it was the best part of the movie.
Yeah. So definitely those two for sure.
It's the best part of the movie, and I liked Heath Ledger's Joker. I know it was the anarchist, but it was a different take on it. I just didn't like Joaquin Phoenix because I don't think that version of the Joker is ever going to be smart enough to take on Batman.
Charles Phillips also says Dallas Cowboys shitty Hall of Fame. Every last one of them because every Cowboy sucks giant balls.
I like that one too. Another good one. Perfect.
And there we go. Thank you all for getting those in. What was yours? Who was your Cowboys shitty quarterback Hall of Fame? This must have been so much fun. You get to look up footage of them sucking of shitty
but we've all
quarterbacks.
had the Skins have had tons of shitty quarterbacks.
I don't think you've had anyone as bad as my pick. I don't think the Redskins have anyone close. I'm going to say that.
Really?
No one close. I'm going to say that. I'm going to put that out there.
As a starting quarterback.
Maybe you could tell me. I'd say I'd be stunned. I would be stunned.
I will probably. I mean, I don't want. The only reason I'm not picking Leaf is because it was only like one game, right?
It was one game. He was.
And he was already done before that.
Yeah. And he seems like he's not a douchebag in real life.
He seems like he kind of came through the other side.
Yeah. He kind of understands. Yeah.
I'm maybe Quincy Carter.
Yeah,
I guess Quincy Carter. Just
they
because they tried
for
so
3
hard.
Years
Jerry Jones
to make
tried
that
so hard to make him.
Because he didn't want to look stupid for benching the other guy they got from Baltimore.
Yeah.
I forgot whose name was.
Tony Banks.
Tony Banks.
Because he went to the Skins.
Anthony Banks. Tony Banks. Yeah, we got Banks, and then he benched him.
And then you released him, and then the Redskins picked him up.
Because I don't know if you remember, but John Madden guest called. He guest color announced a Cowboy preseason game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
And in that game, Quincy Carter on 3rd and long, or maybe even 4th and long, rolls out under pressure and falling backwards on his back leg, launches a laser into the end, like 30 yards into the end zone. And John Madden, that's Quincy Carter. He's just going nuts. And the very next day, Jerry Jones makes him. It was
off one play. And force fed him to the NFL for 3 years. Before Parcells got there, I was like, no, we're not doing this.
This isn't going to happen.
This guy's not a quarterback.
I'd have to go Chad Hutchinson.
Chutch?
Jesus Christ.
Well, everybody thought, he started over.
He was a Bruce Coslett pick.
Yeah.
It was a Bruce Coslett.
No, who's the guy that started over Tom Brady in college?
Oh, that was the other guy we had.
Drew Henson?
Drew Henson.
Is
that what his name?
That's the guy who split games with Tom Brady?
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones was like, well, if this guy could start over Tom Brady in college,
he's
going to be Tom Brady in the pros.
He'll be better. Let me look. Who started over Tom Brady in
I think
college?
it was Drew Henson.
And it was what the fuck?
Chad
Chutch.
Hutchinson.
I'm gonna have to go Chutch, man.
What years did he play? Kellen Moore is a pretty shitty quarterback for them too. He's their current offensive coordinator. But he didn't play a lot. He played some mop-up duty in 2015.
Yeah, no. I gotta go Chad Hutchinson.
I don't know if you could call him a.
I don't know. And to me,
quarterback.
there was nothing worse than Chad Hutchinson. That Hard Knocks where him and Richmond Flowers were just singing Creed songs on their hotel bed.
I changed my pick.
That was the darkest. That was
Chutch
the darkest.
Is my pick.
That was the darkest moment in Cowboy.
I was Quincy Carter until you said he sang Creed songs.
That was the darkest moment in Cowboy history. Okay. Was him and that Richmond Flowers guy just in their little dorm room bed
singing
at
Creed.
Training camp. Chad was playing guitar.
Okay. Chad Hutchinson's the worst quarterback.
They're just like, can you take me higher?
Okay,
and we're just
okay.
like, this is the most.
Okay.
I remember my buddies and I were like,
I wasn't privy to this information before I made my pick.
We were like, this is the darkest moment in Dallas Cowboy history. This is worse than the catch, worse than the ice ball. This is the darkest moment in Cowboy
history. Worse than
history.
the Scabs beating you guys on Monday night.
Beating us on Monday. Right here. And by the way, I fucking knew it. I was at the gym the other night, and they were showing the NFL's 100 greatest games.
Oh.
And I'm like, they're gonna fuck the Cowboys. I thought number one's gonna be the catch or the ice bowl. I was telling, and number 3 was a catch. Number 2 was the ice bowl. I fucking knew it. I'm like, you motherfuckers. And Emmett's 2 separated shoulder game was like number 90.
Because that's a myth.
Fuck off.
That didn't
number
really
90.
happen. That didn't really happen.
But that fucking shit.
That's up there with the Immaculate Reception. It's a
You know
myth.
why? Yeah, I'm going to say it. You know why the Cowboys didn't have that many games on the top 100?
Why?
Because they were so good. They weren't good games. They were just blowing the fuck out of people.
Oh my
That's
God.
why.
They were definitely blowing people.
That's why. That's why. Fucking Aikman, all this shit. Oh, so Brett Favre's to come back in. Aikman never had to come back. He already had you down 30 after the fucking first half. Anyway.
Okay. You done now? Are you done now?
I have to get this rant. Fucking ice ball. They had to. I knew it. The fucking ice ball and some and the cat. That's really the 3rd greatest football game ever. The Cats. The ice bowl is. They said the ice bowl is the number 2. Can we talk about a game that ends 7-3 or whatever the fuck it was? How is that the number 2?
Yeah, because a far better game is the game where the Skins beat the Cowboys on Monday night in the last 2 minutes of the
There's
game.
Where
Santana Moss catches 2 touchdowns.
That was awful. When Roger Staubach came back twice against the Redskins. Remember that? Fuck that.
No, I don't recall those.
That would fucking the ice ball, the most boring fucking 3.5 quarters of football in human history. Oh, it's a great. Just like it just goes suck Bart Starr's nub and Lombardi. Oh God, the hardest part too was it's just we really wanted it for Vince. Oh, what? Like he had already failed? Fuck off.
They already called it Titletown.
I know. It was that pissed me. And then number 1 was some 1930s game between the Giants. It gives a fuck. But I was like, I knew they were gonna fuck. Anyway, go Chad Hutchinson.
Chutch. Yeah, Chutch is my new pick. It was Quincy Carter until you gave me all this other
Singing
information.
Creed songs.
That's it. I didn't. If I had that information before you.
That was a dark. Next Ramble 203. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Video games based on a property go into the Hall of Fame. Have we done that yet?
I don't think we have.
Because those are usually the worst kind of video
games. Like a Back to the Future.
Yeah,
or
video games based on movies, TV shows, books.
Rambo. Oh,
Rambo.
God.
They're all so bad.
Oh.
So let's.
E.T.'s all time.
E.T.'s number.
That's killed Atari.
It killed video games.
It killed video games.
Until Mario. It took Super Mario Brothers to bring
E.T. killed the home video game system.
Nintendo. Do you know what Nintendo had to do?
What?
Nintendo had to ruin the NES because Atari was E.T. did so bad that Nintendo said the only way they're going to play video games again is if we make it load like a VCR, which is not good for the system. That's why in Japan they top load. That's why the Atari top-loaded. That's why the Japan Famicom. That's why when the Super Nintendo rolled around, like, okay, we got them. They're back playing video games. We're going to top-load this shit like the Lord intended. And none of this fucking...
Slide in.
But they had to do it because they thought if we just put out video games, they're not going to buy them. We have to do something gimmicky here because that E.T. game killed it.
Interesting.
So what is the best licensed video game that you think? What goes in the Hall of Fame? What hat? That's Ramble 203. Huh?
I don't know. That's
right.
Tough.
Put on those thinking hats,
There's
Ramblers and James.
out there.
Right? There's a lot of garbage. Flintstones bowling. There's a lot of garbage out there.
Open, close, and an encore.
Ooh, Eddie, that open, close, and encore.
Yeah, it's
Oh, my
nice.
God.
It's nice.
You're just all over the map there.
I know. I try to hit everything in music. I try to hit all the notes. All the notes.
You know, the word prodigy isn't used enough when it comes to
It really
you.
isn't. And I don't like calling myself a prodigy because
You
I'm so old.
deserve it. You deserve it.
But
You deserve it. Dave Strebeck says it opens with Prelude of Light, closes with Serenade of Water, and encores Nocturne of Shadow. Let's see. Tim Dawson. This is so difficult as I love this so much. They open with the main theme medley. They did this in the Ballad of the Goddess Tour, and it's such an awesome mix. They close with the Ballad of the Windfish. Still gives me chills. They encore with the Fairy Mountain theme. This is a song my wife came down the aisle to.
Holy shit,
So
really?
it has to have a top spot. We also had Link and Zelda as our cake toppers.
Nice.
Holy shit, Tim Dawson, you're the greatest. You know what that is, right? That.
Wow.
Fucking amazing.
I thought you liked Zelda.
That's the greatest wedding ever. That is the greatest wedding I could. Oh, my God. Joe Capone says they open with the main theme. They close with the Twilight Princess opening theme, complete with the Wolf Howl, and they encore with the Gerudo Valley theme. Look at that. That ain't bad.
No.
Charles Phillips, Dark Forest theme. They open with, they close with the Water Temple from Ocarina of Time. Dark Forest from Link to the Past. They encore with Saria's song, just played in an orchestra of ocarinas for 15 minutes straight. Fuck yeah. I'm down with that. I got it. You know what? Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Okay.
So before the concert starts, that's when I have the fairy music as people are being seated.
Oh, like the intro, like like the opener,
right?
The band,
and then,
the pre-band,
right?
The opening band.
And then you open with the Kokiri Forest song from Ocarina of Time. Okay. That one. Then my closer is the Low Rule theme from the Super Nintendo. When you go to the Dark World, the bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 ba dum ba bum.
I don't know that
one. And then you encore with the main. Dun, 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 dun.
That's I open with the main.
You open with that.
I open with
all
the
right.
main.
What do you have them? What's your closer?
I close with Prelude of Light.
Oh, it's such a good.
And then I encore Nocturne of
Doctor.
Shadow.
Yeah. Those are great. Next ramble, the Carpenters.
Ooh,
The
okay.
Carpenters. We could do that,
We
right?
can do that, right?
You could.
That
You
can be
could do
done.
it.
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
I'm reading books. I'm playing video games.
must
Bring
be
your
done.
pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
Oh, you come in so hot on the book and reading and gaming. You know, it reminds me of like just a rodeo bronking fucking. You know what I mean? Just can't wait to get out of that gate. You know what I mean? The guy's on top of
You're
you.
just ready, just
ready
like,
to
you're
knock
ready to
this
go.
motherfucker off me and gore this piece of shit. That's what you're ready to do. I finished Gears 5. Holy shit.
Really?
Can Tom Bissell, dear friend of the Ramble, can that guy write a cliffhanger? My God, the cliffhanger for Gears 5. Should I just say it? It's been 2 months since the game's been out.
I guess you could.
Could I spoil it?
Will you spoil it?
I kind of want to. You know what they do? We're going to talk more about, I think, late November, Tom's going to be on to talk
Should
about
you wait
it.
and spoil it with Tom?
Yeah, I guess. God, it was so
Should
good.
you hold that?
I'll
for
hold
Tom?
it. And I started playing Soul Blazer again on my
Yeah?
Super Nintendo. So good. A lot of fun. Let's see. I think Charles Phillips was playing some games. Let's see what he says. Was it him? No, it was not Charles Phillips. Someone was playing games. Was it? No. God damn it. I'm going to fuck this up. Tim Dawson, still playing Dragon Quest XI, but also downloaded a gem called Untitled Goose Game, in which you play as a goose giving shit to people in the village. I suggest you all play it, as it's so much fun to fuck with the people just trying to go about their business. Oh, that's great. Fuck yeah. All right, we'll check that one out. So, yeah, I've just been playing Soul Blazer, still slogging through the Wheel of Time, the first book.
Yeah.
And that's all right. You know, it ain't bad. I'm digging. I get why people lost their shit over it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm right in the middle of House of X, Powers of X. So.
And, oh, God.
I
I just want to go back and read that again.
Yeah.
And next Ramble, we're going all in on that motherfucker. We're going all in. Let's do some shout-outs.
Can you hear us? We're shouting out
Do the
to
shout-out.
you.
God, what a duet. I mean, what a duet. That is what's better, that one or Islands in the Stream as far as duets go? Our shout out song, right?
Us.
Gary Priest, Middle Aged Crazy Podcast, Tammy Lee Ramsdale, Frank Montez, SRW92831, Paxson Breaks, Lauren Silence, Nejo Young, Coy Bennett James, Diva78, Michael Miller, Jeffrey, a.k.a. J. Baco01, Gil Gastelum, The Thick White Duke, T. Garrett Pearson, Senor Peligro, Podescue Podcast, Interzone Podcast, CJ Pendragon, George's 126, Satiralicious, Cordelia, Lucas Guerra, JD, Red 5 standing by, Rob Fernie, Chris O'Shoke, Nathan Wallace, Shane Power, Michael Martinez, Wendy May, Steve Darcy, and his friend Sean, who is suffering from a brittle bone disorder and epilepsy. We have that GoFundMe that we retweeted. Please go help out Sean. Gray Wraith, Sean Williams, William Harris, Ryan McNabb, Brendan Feltner, Pod Mode, Brandon J, Cam Sempris, Dave Van Walton, Chris McDermott, Charles R. Phillips, M. Bellow 66, Steve Wynn 3068, Chucky Brophil, Chris Chug Hughes, Daniel Holland, Josh Kovac, Trent Unruh, J6K9, Graham Gray Arnold, Cathal McAlray, Monty Avalar, Bradley John Eaglefeather, Joseph Diaz, Go Away 723, Amador Gonzalez, Stephen, Nikki G23220, Jay Reading 1013, Fred Johnson, Todd C, a.k.a. DJ Retod in Victorville, Lord Helmet, Alan Guyick, Phil Sargent, Sean Williams, Mock Toys, Scarecrow 219, a.k.a. Adam K, Jimmy Salgado, The All of Us Pod, The Assorted Goods Pod, Juvenicio Estrada, Oscar Nunez, Joe Mofa Show, Sean Smith, Stacey Avila, CJ, a.k.a. M. Blade, Kyle Cook, a.k.a. The Grindfather, Andy Hinsman, Graham Moore, Eric Nye, Justin Brown, Stacey Gonzalez, Jack Beams, Chris Fabo, Chris Rubacalba, Chris Bell, Danny Mary, Kevin Couch, Chariol Anshade, Charles Phillips, a.k.a. Chaz Hayes, The Game Fanatics, Burr Martin, Gary Condell, Darren Butler, Shelby Consul, Plastic Prison, Kelly Riddle, KT, Chris Barensmeyer, a.k.a. GoCast Chris B, Glamis Jamie, Storm, Raven, Yeeman, Yaman, Boss Hawks, Grim Shedder, Drunk Eddie's Thoughts, Eddie's Ghost Ham, Robin Maloney, Damian Batriel, Joe Milne, Ramar, Chad Solio, Sean Ryan, Lisa Marie Miller, Joey Poole, Gemma, Andy, James, a.k.a. The Talking Codswallop Podcast, Dan Beavers, a.k.a. G-Virus Dan, Nath Kendall, a.k.a. The Joker, Austin Long, Adrian Empena, a.k.a. Texas Pookie71, Gamer Girl Deluxe, Singway Slave, Big Timmy 87, John Broccolo, Nico Brown, Steve Colsanti, a.k.a. Midnight Smoke, Patrick A. Bonfrisco, Jason Shearer, Matt the Rat, Mad Monkey, Seb Robledo, E. Viegas, Justin Schroeder, Jeremy Bienvenu, Patrick Crothers, Tim Dawson, Brian Withers, Steve Rogers, Will Wilkins, John Mick II, Ian Goldspink, Rico GZ, Iris 1980, Bearded Nerd, Mike Driscoll 3D, Big Daddy Jimmy V, Ulysses Atkins, Sonic, a.k.a. Mercy, Dallum, Stets, the king of the barbecue sauce, my legitimate Scottish cousin, Darren McGregor, the Hall of Famer, First Ballot, the Devastator, Dave Strabeck, Joe Capone, Steph Infection, Poltron, Aaron from Long Island, Bridget from Long Island, Adam Clambert, JM, J. Mitch, The Burge, Tapia, Nickel the Wise, Gary Rickelman, Grady Smithy, The Third, The Chris and Cassie Effect, Sam Martinez, David Ace Gutierrez, David Eric Chavez, Becky Cinderling, Bree Pena, and Brian Boo Stamontes. Boo Stamontes. Thank you all for making the Rambles part of your lives, your loves, your everythings. I know we've been saying it for like 2 months now. We might actually be getting to the finish line when it comes to putting a T-shirt up there for sale that you lovely folks can buy. Don't you think? We're getting there, right?
Yeah. I just got to fucking do it.
We're going to do it. It's going to happen. I'll help in any way I can.
I just need to fucking sit down and do it. I just haven't sat down on my computer and gone to TeePublic and set up the store.
It's going to happen.
I just need to do that.
You just spoiled it. It's going to be on TeePublic, probably.
Probably. Sorry.
Hey, that's okay.
But you can do all sorts of cool shit on TeePublic.
We can't. We're going to give you some options, and so will be happening soon. Please subscribe to The Ramble if you already haven't. 5-star rating, positive text review. Eddie's got a CD on iTunes you can buy and give that a 5-star rating and a positive text review too. I've got some CDs on iTunes you can buy those, give those 5-star ratings and positive text reviews. Pretty please. The Unspecial. You're going to have news on that soon.
Yes. Hopefully.
Maybe some news on my old Netflix special.
Nice, really?
Maybe, yeah. We'll see. Maybe
Awesome.
there might be another way for y'all to see it at no cost to yourselves.
That'd be nice.
Let's figure that out. That'd be great.
That needs to happen.
Thank you. It should, right?
Yeah.
So we'll keep you posted on all that. But thank you for listening to The Ramble, as always. And now it's top 10.
It's the time of the show where we
Big
rank
finale.
the top 10.
Oh,
Yeah.
magic.
Sweet. It's like someone pours honey right into your ear hole.
Right in the ear.
Like you're laying sideways. Someone
And
just
then
pours
what?
a
Honey?
whole jar of honey
In my
your ear.
ear. This is tough, dude. This is a tough one. Top 10 Legend of Zelda games. Next Ramble.
It was tough because I don't think I've played all 10, like that many Zelda
Right.
versions of
I
Zelda games.
played pretty much. I played most of them.
You're Zelda fanatic.
big time.
I'm not as much a fanatic for Zelda. I've played a handful of these games.
My favorite video game of all time, series, everything.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, next Ramble, though. Top 10 House of X, Powers of X. They excited for that one, right?
I am.
I could do 10 right now just where you
I could do
left
10
off.
from the 6 books I've read.
Yep, no question. But, oh, God, there's so much more. Dave Strabeck, I haven't played all these at great lengths, just the older titles. I'll stick with what I know. Number 4, Link to the Past. Number 3, Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. Number 2, Ocarina of Time. And number 1, the OG Legend of Zelda. Sorry about the whole NFL thing this year. My Notre Dame Fighting Irish have had a decent season so far, so go Irish. Have a great week, fellas, and as always, best of wishes. Ditto, man. Sign the Hall of Famer, the Devastator. Let's go to Tim Dawson. This is probably going to be tough for Tim. Super difficult. They all deserve the top spot. Number 10, Zelda 2, Link's Adventure. Number 9, Skyward Sword. Number 8, The Minish Cap. Number 7, The Oracle of Ages Seasons games. Number 6, The Legend of Zelda. Number 5, Majora's Mask. Number 4, Link's Awakening. Number 3, A Link to the Past. Number 2, Breath of the Wild. Number 1, Ocarina of Time. Anywho, hope all the Ramblers and James are having a good week as you do, good sirs. Thank you, Tim Dawson, man. How about that? Tim Dawson, just spreading love.
Good job, Tim.
Spreading fucking love. Joe Capone. I've only actually played 8 officially licensed Nintendo Zelda, so here are my faves in order. Honorable mention to the Smash Brothers series for the inclusion of Link, and a huge dishonorable mention to the 2 CDI console Zelda games that were pure shit, Wand of Gamelon and Faces of Evil. I bought a CDI back in 93 just to play those 2 games because I was such a huge Zelda mark. Lesson learned. I almost did the same thing. I saw them. I was like, what the fuck? And then I quickly heard, oh, no, you stay away from those. We don't talk about those. We don't mention. They were the Gary Sharon of the Zelda. That was the Gary Sharon era. Props to World of Warcraft for keeping the spirit of Link alive in their game back when it launched in 2004. There's an NPC named Lincoln that sent you on a series of quests around the world, one that even included finding a photo of him with a Zelda-esque companion, culminating with the quest, It's Dangerous to Go Alone, in which your character could choose between a Master Sword lookalike for melee classes or an offhand caster item named after Aquamentus as a reward, with Link's Boomerang also thrown in for good measure. They took the character out of the game for the 2010 Cataclysm expansion that tore the classic zones apart, but players who are adventuring in WoW Classic today will once again be able to do this epic quest chain. Picks attached. Nice. Number 8, he goes Link's Awakening, OG Game Boy. Number 7, Zelda 2, Adventure of Link. Number 6, Majora's Mask. Number 5, Twilight Princess. Number 4, the original NES Legend of Zelda. Number 3, Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Came with the Wind Waker on the GameCube. Number 2, the Wind Waker. Number 1, A Link to the Past. Hey, yeah, fuck yeah. How's it feel to have made it 200 more shows and where critics left you for dead? Probably about as good as it did for Eddie to finally see the Skins pick up an elusive W for the first time this season. Future top 10 suggestion. Lots of Zelda love lately. How about top 10 Metroid villains or zones? Perhaps the top 10 RPG games from the classic 80s, 90s consoles. NES. Oh, fuck yeah. Keep on rambling, fellas. Love the show, and thank you for letting us be ourselves.
Thank you.
While you 2 nerds are being yourselves. Thank you, Joe Capone, for all the love. We appreciate that. Charles Phillips, 4 Swords. It was fun to play with other people. Wind Waker, even though the graphics gave me a headache. Twilight Princess, even though I hated the wolf parts. Hyrule Warriors. I love Dynasty Warriors. This was fun. Link's Awakening for the Switch. It was a beautiful remake. Grand Theft Auto Breath of the Wild. Zelda Link to the Past. It's the first one I played that I beat. Legend of Zelda. Number 2, Majora's Mask. It had a time limit. It was actually hard. And number 1, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Prostitutes give you health and magic. And the fight with the Shadow Link is badass. That was pretty interesting how prostitutes gave you health in Zelda 2 for the Nintendo.
Don't they do that in also Grand Theft Auto?
Grand Theft Auto, yeah. And Looney Tunes B-Ball. Not too many people know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know you could bang prostitutes and Looney
Marvin
Tunes
the
B-Ball.
Martian can pull out and come on a chick, and then he hits it.
And then that gives you more power? Okay.
Yeah. Pretty, I thought radical for the time. Ballsy.
He's on fire.
This was tough, Eddie. This was tough. Nobody got my trifecta.
Me either. I could only do a top 6 because I haven't played.
That's fine. So I'll do 10 to 6, and then you jump in.
I can jump in at 6.
My number 10, The Adventure of Link, Zelda 2. You get the prostitutes to give you.
You want to get
Number 9,
action.
The original Legend of Zelda.
Far down.
That far down. Number 8, Skyward Sword. Number 7, The Minish Cap. Number 6, Ocarina of Time, which that'll probably be, what the fuck? That should be number 1.
My number 6 is Skyward Sword.
My number 5, Link to the Past, the Super Nintendo one.
Yeah, mine is my number 5 is Breath of the Wild.
My number 4, Link's Awakening, the
That's
Switch remake.
That's my number 4.
So we always match.
Even when I only have 6,
we always
still match one.
My number
Damn.
3, The Wind Waker.
Mine's Zelda: Link to the Past.
My number 2, Majora's Mask.
My number 2 is Zelda 2.
Just because Majora's Mask was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And my number 1, what else could it be? Breath of the Wild.
My number 1's the original Legend of Zelda, the one that
Oh,
introduced
gee.
me to
Bum.
the game.
I
I spent an entire summer just playing that game.
Do you remember when you found out about the second quest? You're like, what?
Yeah.
There's a second
remember
quest?
the fold-out map that came with the game?
Fucking the gold cartridge.
Yeah, I had the gold cartridge, and then it had the map that would fold out, and you would follow
Yep.
the map, and you could like play. Like I was like, I've never had a video game like this before.
It was kind of the first mainstream where you just go do anything.
Yeah,
There
you
wa-
could go
I mean,
anywhere on the map.
just-
It was open world almost,
just-
practically.
But some shit might be harder than
And then
others.
you
But
actually
here
had
you
a
go.
physical map you could look
Yep.
at.
Fucking great. Oh, so good. Well, there we go. That's our top 10. This
Yeah,
is what a
guys.
ramble, huh? Next Ramble
Ramble.
203, top 10 House of X, Powers of X moments. We're taking all 12 issues, your top 10 moments. What would the Carpenters open, close, and encore with? And licensed video games. Go into the Video Game Hall of Fame. What licensed video game is on the hat?
Yeah.
Ramble at theramblepod.com. Follow us on Twitter at Podcast Ramble and the number 1. Instagram, just podcast, just at Podcast Ramble. Please buy our CDs. Please listen to us on SiriusXM, Pandora, Spotify. Please subscribe to The Ramble. Give it a 5-star rating and a positive text review. Tell your friends. Spread the word.
Please
Please.
tell people.
Check out our YouTube channel, Ramble Radio.
Yes.
Right?
Leave some
even
more
though it's
hateful
video.
comments.
Leave some more shitty comments. It's all right.
Do
We'll
it.
take it. And there we go. We want to thank you for letting us be ourselves. Thank you. I can't wait for all of you to be able to see My Name is Dolomite when it comes
Dude,
out on
October
Netflix.
25th on Netflix.
Fuck, man. It's going to be amazing. God damn. So
And we
good.
can do a top 10 moments of that,
We
right?
should.
Or
Give
did
me the gun. That's my favorite. Fucking Wesley Snipes. Give me the gun.
Oh, every scene he's in, he steals.
Fucking great.
Insane.
I'm going to kill Dolomite. Give me the gun.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh, fucking amazing. Well, thank you all so much. We love you. Remember, last beep, and that's it. All right,
it.
so here we go. You think that couple is still fighting?
Yeah.
Do they stay together?
Yeah.
trot it
I
out.
don't know. They don't seem like they paired up well.
No. She
When
was-
someone goes full into cosplay and the other person just half-asses it, I mean, that's not meant to be, right? That's not meant to be. Go your separate way.
Oh, man.
Find someone who fits you better.
Right. She should.
Your interests are different. Way different.
Way different. Fuck.
If you spent half as much time.
Oh, fuck. Being a cat. What you doing
you a
being a
cunt.
cunt? We're being signed by now. Fuck.